they don't have that.
Bonnie, we are live now, Bonnie, and we are talking about inventory management.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome
Welcome.
to 23 of Inventory Consultant Confident Inventory Management. And Bonnie, what is the best thing about being able to have inventory in stock?
Oh my gosh. Well, the best thing, when I run out of products, I can get it right away. Okay, the next best thing is I love
having inventory. If you were looking, like if you wanted to go to a department store and you wanted to buy a dress, and if they don't have your size, if you don't have my size 6, just kidding, and I had to go to a different store, I might not buy it. But if you are facialing somebody and you say, here's your Clinical Solutions retinol, and you say, and you give it to them and hand it, they're more likely to what, Bonnie?
They're more likely to be a great customer because they get to take it home and use it
right away. Use it. So that's what I think is the nicest thing about inventory. And
I do too. On the spot delivery, and it's a time saver. You don't have to make plans to go back.
Mm-hmm. And so I think this as we are talking about this, is we are going to kind of break inventory management into 2 different categories. We're going to talk about if you are a new consultant and you can take advantage of the Great Starts, which is the Great Starts program is the month that you join and the following 3 months. Okay. And as a consultant, if you hear this, you might go, man, I wish I would have had that. But in essence, you get the beauty, you just don't get the new consultant bonuses, but ongoing, you can really take advantage of some good specials that the company does offer. So yes. So Bonnie, as a new consultant, when I'm deciding to do my first inventory order, usually we sit down with the consultant and we have them fill out a worksheet. And the worksheet will find out how much interest they have in working their Mary Kay business, how many things they'd like to attend, and how much they would like to earn. And I think that inventory worksheet helps me figure out where to advise them to start with, where inventory level they might wish to start. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And sometimes I think people are a little surprised that, my goodness, you might hear a dollar amount, and it does kind of sound surprising at some points, but I always say the first $600 of inventory, really is your stuff, maybe getting a roll up and maybe just having some extra product to be able to show. So that is really what almost is nice just to get you started in business. And then for every $600 that you would go up in inventory is almost about 3 to 4 people. Would you not agree, Bonnie?
I do. I think it's important to know when you're doing the Great Start program, that first order, that first initial order is the most important because of the extra products that you get. Because you may or may not have noticed, but if you're a new consultant, that beginning order, those bonuses are like double. So if you have the ability to be able to start with inventory, by all means, start with inventory. If you don't, and 600, that first 600, as Dawn talked about, that one will give you a great bonus. It gives you a lot of the extras, the first start look, and you can build on that.
Yep.
The next part of that program is called Ready, Set, Keep Selling. So the first one is Ready, Set, Sell. The second part is Ready, Set, Keep Selling. So every $600 increment that you reach during that time period, your first month and the next 3, you will get bonuses that you get to choose from. And that essentially is free product in your inventory. So you can use it for yourself, you can use it for demos, you can sell it for 100% profit. That's a really good profit.
Well, and it's selling it and keeping the profit. If you are at inventory level, that's great. But if you are under inventory level and you sell that, my suggestion would be is to reinvest it. You made $150 on that sale, take that $150, but then you're getting actually $300 in product and take that, then sell that 300 and reinvest it just to give yourself a bigger inventory level. So that way you have more product to show, or I shouldn't say show and sell, but you have more product to provide on the spot delivery. And that's always a great thing. So
always remember too, the Ready Set Sell program, the Great Start Time. When you are a new consultant and you add someone to your team, when she is Great Start qualified, you also get those bigger bonuses, those bigger bundles. So let's say you added a person to your team, you get a $200 bonus. And let's say you added 3 people to your team, you get $600 of product bonus. So that Great Start part is really important. There is a mobile app that you can track your great starts on. So be sure to download that app so you can see the levels and where you are. And as directors, we watch that for you. And we do our best, but boy, there's nothing like you having it right in your hand on your phone to be able to see exactly where you are. And it's kind of a fun game, like to count down like $200 away from your next bonus or $100 away from your next bonus. So really keep track of those things.
And Bonnie, I would like to tell people that Mary Kay is a business. And sometimes people say, oh, I don't want to invest money. But if you do an investment and you, let's say you start with a $2,000 wholesale, then take that $2,000, break that $2,000 up in maybe to 20-month payments, maybe pay $100 a month. The interest that you have on that is tax deductible, but use somebody else's money. When people start businesses, they use somebody else's money, but that way you are starting a business. This is not just, this is setting yourself up to be the most profitable.
Well, I remember a new consultant in my unit years ago. She's still in our unit. And she, when she started her business, she started with, I think, a Ruby Star, somewhere in that level. And she took it, they had it in their savings account. So she took it out of her savings account. And she said, you know what? I should have used somebody else's money. And she was in for longer. She said, because I never really put that money back. If you treat it like a business, you would pay that back. Or if you had a loan or a designated, low interest credit card, you would pay that back. And she said, I should have did that. And then there was another person that joined my team, and she said, I wouldn't think about taking a business out of my savings account. I would find somebody else to get it from. So,
well, and I know there's a Chase Mary Kay card that offers so much. And when you spend $600 in that first, and then you get $100 credit, pay it back. So, I mean, there's just many ways to do that. And that's really a personal decision. But otherwise, if you can't start with inventory, there is nothing wrong with going out selling. Okay. Taking the money that you sell, ordering product, going out and selling, ordering profit. But if you take your profits and double that and keep reinvesting, you can get to a nice inventory level just using your sales money. So that way it's easier for you. So yes. Yeah.
How would somebody know they're at the right? How would somebody know they're at the right level? Like, what would make me, like, if I'm building my business, what would make me know that, like, I have enough? What would you say?
Well, I think inventory levels usually are between 24 and 48, depending upon how much you're selling. And if you are, and as your customer base grows, you're going to know that. So I mean,
you'll know when you're not running out.
Correct. I mean, and usually, I mean, I think I mean, if you can go to a point where you're ordering, I would say like every maybe 3 weeks or every month, then, and if you're a smart business person, never waits till the end of the month to order. They order in the middle of the month. So that way you get the product right away and you're not waiting. But some of it just depends upon, are you running out of things all the time? And if you are, but also the company right now has customer delivery service. So that's a great thing. If you are, and that's one of the ways I manage my inventory, is that if somebody orders like 4 of something that I might, then I just have it shipped right from the company, because it doesn't matter if I ship it or if the company ships it. So that's one way I use inventory management as well. So, I mean, if you are a smaller consultant, then taking advantage of that until you get your inventory built up. But just watching shipping fees and things like that. But it is such a business where our product is so consumable. We'll start to know, like, inventory, what you sell a lot of. And it's amazing, you know, there are certain products that you're going to want to keep on hand, like skincare, oil-free eye makeup removers, CC creams. What are some of your other hot sellers? Oh, mascara, eyeliners.
Yeah.
Things like that.
You got
And
it.
Bonnie, then as we move from new consultants to ongoing consultant inventory management, you know, if you are working this business as like a spare or part-time consultant, you're going to kind of figure out where your inventory management is. But then as money comes in, you're going to want to, you know, let's say you sell can you see the example that we use? If you sell, you know, $1,200, let's say your goal is to sell $300 a week. Okay, then you have about $1,200 coming in. So you're going to take that first $100, and if you do have a loan on your inventory, you're going to pay that loan back because you're a business person. You're going to pay that loan back, but then you're going to replace the product that you sold. So that's going to be $600, and then you're still going to have $500 back. So reward yourself with $200, and then that extra $300. If you have other debt that you want to pay it off. Or if you don't, take that whole income and use it for what you'd like. If it's to take your family to Disney World, if you're paying, you know, if you're buying something for yourself, or if you're redecorating. But I mean, I just don't think people realize how, because we have a consumable product, once you do the work and develop a customer base, you will always have that income coming in because of our reorder business.
I think when Dawn said, when she broke that down, the 1,200 and the 100 and the order of the 600, which really, you know, with taxes and stuff is probably, well, you collected those taxes, never mind. But that extra money that you have, that is how I worked my way into becoming a full-time Mary Kay beauty consultant, is because I used that money to live. I was paying bills with that money. And it was funny because I kept taking on more and more bills. So I didn't have to go to my other job. I could do this. So it is a great way to be consistent in your business and to see the profits that you can get to build it into that.
Exactly. Yep.
One thing that I do I know we're a little delayed. One thing that I do is on my computer is I have save and unfinished orders. So if I think of something I need to order, or if I like go, ooh, I'm kind of low on mascaras, I go in and I put it in. So I have an ongoing order all the time. And I think that helps you with inventory management. So you're not going, okay, I need products. What do I need? So if you're putting it in there all the time and building your order, you're going to know exactly what you need. So when you sell something, you can put it in there and you can order it.
Well, and the last thing that you want to do is, let's say, you know, you hit that send button and then all of a sudden you go, oh, I forgot to order light to medium CC creams. So, I mean, if you always have that order sorted, that way you know that.
Yes.
And I think as your customer base grows, there might be a time where you have to say, okay, I need more than 2 deep brown eyeliners on my shelf because I sell 4 of them in a month. So you have to adjust accordingly. The other thing is, how do you handle like limited edition stuff? Like when Christmas comes and you know that, then I think to myself, okay, I want to sell this much of those limited edition products for the season. So I take that money, I order those products, and then as I sell them, that's paid off, but I don't reorder those products because I don't need those extra products because those were holiday products on my shelf.
Yeah. And I think sometimes limited edition is tricky because if you only order one, you have none to sell. So you have to be willing to be out there and sell the new stuff, not just order it and then not show it to people or talk to people about it.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
But as a business person, Yes, and as a business person, I was just going to say there are some people who, when they look at limited edition items, if they don't get jammed out, if they don't show them, and that's okay. If somebody orders them, you can get them through customer delivery service. But then there are times where, you know, unless you get it and try it, you don't know. So I would always say get one for yourself, you know, but then if you like it, order them, because, you know, if you're out in the field showing them, and that's where whenever something new comes out, I have that bag that comes with me wherever I go, so that way I'm showing the product. So some of it is, you know, your customers, you know, do you have glamour customers, skincare customers? Do you have skin or supplement customers? And you'll know which ones, who will be interested in what. But this is the time of the year that if you're a consultant and you are listening to this, this is the time of year where you will want to make sure that you have your skincare sets purchased, so that you get them, because January people want to start taking care of themselves. That's the New Year's resolution, and that's where it goes. So I would tell you that from now till December 31st, you'll want to get your skincare orders in, so that you get them right away in the beginning. So you have them at the end of the month.
I think the best inventory management is you will sell what you like and what you show people. So make sure that you're using the products. Make sure you're trying them, because if you've never used vitamin C plus E, you might not sell it. But if you use it and you love it, you're going to sell it. So then you'll want to stock it. If you use Ultimate Mascara, you'll sell mostly Ultimate Mascara. If you use Lash Love, it's just kind of the way it goes. So make sure that you try lots of things, so you have lots of loves that you can share with other people.
And you know, Bonnie, I remember being a first-time consultant, brand new consultant. And I remember hearing inventory. I remember seeing dollar amounts and going, I'm not going to spend that money. I can't. And then, you know, I'm like, and then the next month after I saw that, oh my goodness, people do spend this much money, you know, or you have a few appointments where you're getting checks of $100, $200, or $75, and you're going, oh my goodness. So, I mean, please, we are in this to help you. And there are many different ways to meet with customers in person or virtually. And really, we have found that over 2 years, I mean, there's many different ways of developing customers. So we will take you as our, you know, right in our back pocket, and we will help you find a way to have inventory help you in your business.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Anything else we
We
need
are
to
there. I don't think so. I know some people keep inventory on their phone. I don't do that. So I can't teach you about that. I don't know if you do that, Dawn, but I don't keep track of it. I really just rotate what I have.
Yes. And I use a software that I've used for many years, but some of my newer customers are scanning their orders into my customers and keeping track that way. You know, we've done it, Bonnie, where our inventory was in our back seat of our car and going all over the place. Now I usually take skincare sets with me and, you know, deliver the product, or, you know, I've been doing more and more, either, you know, here at my home where people can just leave. You can really, yes. There's many, different ways to work this business.
So many choices. I love it.
So, all right.
All right.
So
I think that's all. If you have any questions, of course, we're here to answer them.
Yes. All right. Thank you. And you guys have a blessed day. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.